When I tell you that shit has been hitting the fan, let me tell you something. Ain't shit gonna happen up in this damn house. I promise you that one. I don't think these girls are gonna be able to do it, especially not while the queen is slaying on her big ass. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Kids Chronicles. All right, so y'all know what we doing. We reviewing the BET Presents the Encore, and right now we're on season 1, episode 4. So I want y'all to comment below. I want y'all to tell me how y'all feeling about the show so far. I want y'all to tell me if y'all like my commentary on the show so far, and yeah, just let me know what's up. And then again, so you know how I like to start this off. If you're new here, go ahead and push that subscribe button for me. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you, Jesus, for turning back in with me. Go ahead and press that like button, comment something, or share this video so everybody can see it. All right, so basically the way this episode starts off is we got little Miss Shamari. She's kind of just at the table. She's a little upset. She's like, ain't nobody, if you ready to work, let's work. Ain't nobody trying to work, but if we want to work, let's go work. Everybody's complaining, everybody's crying, but the people who want to work, let's go work. And I feel her on that, because I remember in the last episode, she was like, I literally left my twins and my husband. We got to make a hit. I would not be there for none of the shenanigans if they was not there to handle no business. I'd be there during the day. I would go home at night with my man and come back during the day, because y'all ain't here on no business shit. I'm just going to be in here. What is this, a brothel? Is it a brothel? Just saying. All right, so next. Let's see. There was a point where Fallon was talking about, Misha and Irish. And Fallon, she said something like, I believe that Irish is, I believe that Misha feels as if she cannot find her place in this group. And she said, I understand because me and my sister are more talented. That's basically what she said. And although, let me say this. Y'all can sing, but y'all need to really, 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 really humble yourselves, because I promise you what's going to end up happening is one of y'all going to get a note on your damn vocal cord or something like that, and ain't going to be able to do shit. That's what the fuck happened to Tamar when she was walking around in Braxton acting like she was the best singer in the damn world. She ended up having vocal problems. So you really need to humble yourself before those twins ain't so talented no more. I'm just saying. And when you have a reputation of being problematic, then people don't want to work with you. However, the twins are fucking professionals, so I will say that. Now, when we speaking of problematic, let me bring this hoe up. This bitch, Keely. I'm sorry, I don't even like calling women out their name. She is the most annoying person I have ever had the misfortune of having to watch on my TV. I have never, I've always heard of people being miserable and wanting to make people feel how they feel or stuff like that. I don't think witnessed it. She is a miserable person. She really hates herself, or she just hates people. I don't know. It's like, the thing is, if I'm gonna keep it real with you, it's obvious that Aubrey is probably not doing what she's supposed to be doing. We don't know. She could be going through something, y'all. I mean, it could be anything. At the same time, she's the only white girl in that house, and she's the queen. Nobody's listening to her. Nobody is listening to her. So at the same time, it's just like, okay, if I'm gonna be queen and nobody's listening to me, then what's the fuck the point of me being here? What's she gonna do? Cuss the bitches out? Because that's the only way they're gonna listen. That's the only way they're gonna listen. And so I would almost shut down as well. But Keely, she's making it to be where she's just trying to make people not like Aubrey. Now, it's one thing for you to be like, hey, she doesn't need to be this, she doesn't need to be that. But you're actually at the point where you're kind of character assassinating. And that's why she came in the kitchen and cussed your ass out. You was in there talking shit and you didn't think she could hear you. And she walked in there and said, Keely, shut the fuck up. And called all type of bitches and hoes. And I was there for all of it. Normally, I ain't there for no white person talking to no black person like that. But in this instance, Aubrey got in her ass, and in my opinion, it was well deserved. Whether or not those people are agreeing with Aubrey or not, Keely, she is a misfit. When they was trying to name the groups and somebody said the misfits, no, it's her. That's the only misfit. And then one thing that I will say bothered me a little bit, and I'm not gonna lie, I might want me a little piece of that man, whatever. But as far as Elijah, Aubrey was talking to Elijah, and she was pretty much telling him, hey, like, this is what's going on. The twins said this about you, and this is why this, which I think was completely fucked up because even if they did say it, you just don't, there's just, maybe I'm just that person that's on code. Like, if I know something, you tell me something, or if you say don't say it, or even if you say don't say it, I'm not going to repeat it. So maybe that's just, some street code or just whatever code, I don't know, but apparently it ain't whatever Aubrey code is. So, and then for Elijah to kind of feed into it and be like, oh yeah, well they're the least, successful of the. He should have first off, in my opinion, now I'm gonna just keep it real, especially as a guy coming into the situation, he should have gotten more of a clear idea of what was said before he insulted his friends like that. Because if it was me and I was those twins and I came back and watched that, I'd be like, nigga, you got me fucked up. Like, we brought you on this, although he's successful in his own right. Like, don't play me like that, especially if we are friends and you don't know for a fact that I said that about you. So, in my opinion, when they gave Elijah his little interview and stuff like that, I was like, shit, we might as well give Elijah a peach. Give him a peach. Shit. But I will say I am glad that later in the episode, he did come to them and, he did say, like, hey, what was this said? Why did y'all say this? And they cleared it up and said, we wouldn't say nothing like that. And, even if we did, I would hate that she says shit like that. So I will give it to him that he did at least go straight to the source. Or maybe it was just the way the show was edited. Because I know a lot of times the way stuff is broken down and edited, I pay a lot of attention to a lot of stuff. So sometimes it's not really edited right. He could have literally, well, no, because he's just sitting down with them, with her. And then, he said that. But whatever, I don't know. But at the same time, I just feel like that those conversations really just should not have been had. Just on GP kind of shit. As far as like, let me see. So, yeah, Keely was talking shit about Aubrey in the kitchen. Aubrey walked in, bitch, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of you. You are soaking my energy. I've done your job. If you here as the creative director, why don't you creative direct? Well, she spoke the churches. She spoke the quad. I don't know what she spoke, but she spoke it, and it was spoken. Shit, for real. I'm not gonna lie. Like, listen, this episode was not as exciting to me as the other episodes. But guess what? We gonna figure it out, and we gonna stick with them because I think this show is gonna be epic. I think this show is gonna be a show that can come back year after year. I think they should probably put more time into the house. I think they should give it different goals. I think there should be elimination rounds. I think at the end of the show, there should only be 4 to 5 people who make it. Maybe even a grand prize, something of that nature. Because at this point, it's kind of unstructured. Like, you could tell this is the first season. Like, it's very unstructured. And they're kind of going in, and they're just like, hey, we're all going to be here in a house, and we're going to sing. But at the same time, I'm just curious, like, what happens if it does not come together in those 30 days? Like, is there some type of, like, consequence? Is there, like what happens? So, to me, it's just not set up right, but this is a trial and error thing. This is the first season. Who's to say next season they ain't gonna come back and kill it? I hope they stay with the girls, though. I hope they stay with the girls. And, I think they should bring, Golden Brooks on there. Free Golden Brooks. She needs work. We got to find her some work, y'all. So, yeah. As far as, like, the twins, they go and talk. They do go and they humble themselves and they go talk to Misha. And they're just like, we don't want to exclude you from anything. In my honest opinion, if I'm gonna keep it real, I think she's excluding herself from everything herself. I think that if I'm gonna keep it real with you, I think she is facing some sort of insecurity that happened within her group. Because to me, I feel like she feels the same way she felt in her group. Like, she doesn't feel heard. She feels like she's being overshadowed. She feels like her voice is very little and it doesn't matter. And and to be completely honest with you, I feel like if those were the temper tantrums and shit she was having back in the day, like, I wouldn't want to be working with her like that neither. Like, get it together. Ain't that one of y'all songs? Can we get it together? Oh, she wasn't singing on it. Probably why she can't get it together. All right. You shut up. All right. So next, and I'm gonna keep it real. She said I don't trust them, and to be completely honest with you, as I like the twins, I like everybody in there. But I understand 100% when you say I accept your apology, but I don't trust you because I feel like people who go back and forth, they're gonna have that under the surface tension a lot. That's why I had the lotion right here. Why y'all let me do that? So they gonna have that under the surface tension. So if anything, that's what she said. She said I'm on 8. So if they try me again, all hell's breaking loose. And y'all heard that Misha and Iris tried to fight old Mila's mama in the 702. So shit, y'all know they about that, and they gonna ride. And you got 2 sets of sisters in there. You got 2 sets of sisters, so it's gonna go down. But I think Misha and Iris gonna rock them hoes. Iris just be sitting there like, I can make noodles. I'm sorry, let me stop. All right, so yeah, then Keely brings in Aaliyah, and then it's obvious that they have to kind of go into crunch time. So right now they're trying to break everything up. You got half the group who's doing the vocals, you got half the group who's doing the choreography. Aubrey just decides that she just don't want to be nowhere to be found. She is nowhere to be found. When I tell you they in the choreography, she's in the gym. They in the studio, she's in the bed. She is in, oh my God. Speaking of studio. Keep her off the gospel song. There's a few of y'all on there that already ain't got the oil. Aubrey gives Scream Tina realness. Scream Tina Aguilera, y'all know what I'm talking about. Scream Tina. It's just too much all the time. And I don't know. I hate to say it, but she need. You know what? Y'all should just give her the part where they start stacking the vocals, and she's got to do something like that. Because as far as no, y'all put the wrong girl on that song, and that should have just been one where there was just 3 or 4 of them on it. I understand you gotta have a chorus and all that for the gospel song. Keep her off of it. She don't. To me, I'm gonna just keep it real. She doesn't fit in the house. Her talent doesn't fit. I feel like she's not a. She's talented, but you know how sometimes you can be talented, your voice just don't fit with the group. Her voice doesn't fit with that group, in my opinion. I'm just keeping it real. Her I don't know how I really don't know how she fits in. Neither do I know how Keely fits in. Keely, she don't fit in, and you could tell she ain't never fit in. That's why she's so nasty. She's mean. She's she is really nasty. In my opinion, after people watch this show, nobody's gonna want to work with her. Keely, ain't nobody. Hold on. Keely, ain't nobody gonna work with you. Ain't nobody gonna work with you. You are problematic. Jesus. Aubrey gave it to you a lot easier than I would have. For real. Y'all know how y'all was talking about that little pasta water thing? You've been drinking that shit fucking me. You've been the pasta. For real. Alright, and then let's see. So basically when Keely brings in Aaliyah Janelle, and they're sitting down at Aaliyah Janelle, she's going through the track list to see, hey, well, how should I choreograph this? How should I choreograph that? Should this song be in it? Should this be in it? Aubrey's like, okay, so we're just gonna leave everything the way it is, because Shamari said, hey, I want to get on that song. Aubrey was like, no, we're just gonna leave it the way it is. Shamari was like, no, I'm here to sing, and I'm gonna sing. You're not gonna tell me I can't get on that song. And that's what I'm saying. I can almost understand where Aubrey's coming from as far as being queen, because in my opinion, if they were gonna say hey, this is just a person who needs to watch over things, and they should have gave her a position called the watcher or the hallway monitor or some shit. I don't know, but a queen should be able to trump over things, and they're just kind of shitting on her. So in my opinion, her position really holds no validity in that house. And I don't know, maybe it's because she's a white girl. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's a white girl. They just feel like, girl, we the queens. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a little weird for me to watch all them black girls tweeting that white lady. But she deserved it because she was the one putting in the work. Just keeping it real. So yeah, we keeping Aubrey off the gospel song. Aubrey's timing was off because she be belting all over the goddamn place. Cinnamon came in there and she was like, no, she can't be on the song. She can't be on the song. Shamari, you sing the song. Now I'm wondering if, because that's Shamari's vocal coach, and I'm wondering if Shamari sent her in there and was like, tell her that this is wrong and that I should be on that part. I'm just saying. Whatever. But so basically, yeah, like there wasn't really that much, in my opinion, that was like happening this episode. I mean, there was a party at the end of the episode that Aubrey, she was the queen, she was not there, and she did elect Irish to be her honorary queen for the night. And then they started going through questions, and I know it was funny because Shamari said she fell on stage, and the vocals kept going, and so she was laughing while the vocals were still playing. But then they said who should be replaced. Now, as far Aubrey, I think y'all need to bring Golden Brooks on there. I think Golden Brooks should be the queen. Yo, we got the listen. I'm riding for that one. Todd, Carlos, go find Golden, bring her to Atlanta, and put her in this house so she could be the creative director. All right, y'all. So yeah, that's pretty much all we got. I'll see y'all next week for another episode of the Keith Chronicles, and we're gonna review episode 5. Hopefully, we got a little bit more to work with because this episode was just kind of like I don't know if it was just like the episode that gets placed in the middle to just kind of hold everything over, but it wasn't really that much going on. So hopefully next week we got a little bit more to talk about. But as far as today goes, I want y'all to understand. Yesterday happened the way that today could. Yesterday. So today could happen the way it should. Today will happen the way it can. So tomorrow could happen the way that it should. There's nothing that will be put in front of you that cannot be gotten around or gotten through. And yeah, your mom's a hoe. Make sure you go ahead and push that subscribe button for me. You see it up there? Okay, it's in that area. Push that subscribe button for me if you're here. Make sure you leave a comment for me. And also, I just want y'all to know I love y'all. Bye.